In this series of podcasts, we will explore 7 episodes of the ROY-GBIV, which is an acronym for the sequence of colors commonly described as making up a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Red is one of the most powerful and dynamic colors in the spectrum, symbolizing everything from passion and love to danger and aggression. It is a tone that has been used in art, design, fashion, and culture for centuries, making it one of the most significant colors in human history. In this episode, we will explore the meanings, symbolism, cultural significance, and uses of red in depth. Meanings and symbolism of red. Red is a primary color, which means that it cannot be created by mixing other ones. However, there are many variations and shades of red that can be created by adjusting the amount of other tones mixed with it. It has a wavelength of approximately 620 to 740 nanometers, making it one of the longest wavelengths in the visible spectrum of light. The intensity and vibrancy of red can evoke various emotions, from excitement and enthusiasm to anger and aggression. Red is often associated with passion, charity, and energy. It is a color of strength and courage, often used to symbolize bravery, leadership, and force. Red is also an association of warning and jeopardy, often used in warning signs, emergency signals, and alert systems. It is associated with blood, fire, and warmth, making it a symbol of life and vitality. In many cultures, red is a symbol of good fortune, prosperity, and happiness. For example, in China, red is a very important color that represents good luck, joyfulness, and wealth. It is often used in Chinese weddings, festivals, and other special occasions, and it is considered a favorable sign. In India, red is correlated with sensuality and purity, heat and fertility. The mark on the head as a dot is known as a bindi, and it's a Hindu tradition that dates to the 3rd and 4th centuries. The bindi is traditionally worn by women for religious purposes or to indicate that they're married. But today, the bindi has also become popular among women of all ages as beauty mark. A red carpet is often used to welcome distinguished guests. Red is also the traditional seat in opera houses and theaters. Scarlet academic gowns are worn by new doctors of philosophy at degree ceremonies at Oxford University and other schools. Uses of red in art and design. Red has been used in art and design for centuries. It is a color that is often used to convey a sense of emotion and intensity. In Renaissance painting, red was often used to represent the crucifixion of Christ. In the Rococo period, it was used in ornate designs and decorations. In modern art, artists such as Mark Rothko and Barnett Newman use large fields of red in their abstract paintings to convey a sense of emotion and intensity. Red is also a popular color in graphic design, advertising design, and it is closely related to grab people's attention and create a sense of urgency. Many fast food chains, such as McDonald's and KFC, use red in their logos and branding to create a sense of excitement and urgency. Uses of red in fashion. As popular in fashion, symbolizing everything from seductiveness and passion to elegance and sophistication. It is a color that can be both bold and classic, making it a versatile choice for various fashion styles. Red dresses and suits are often worn to formal occasions, such as weddings and galas, while red accessories such as shoes, handbags, and jewelry can add a pop of color to any outfit. Red is also popular in sports fashion. It is often used in team uniforms to represent strength, power, and devotion. Many sports teams, such as the Chicago Bulls and Manchester United, use red in their uniforms to create a sense of energy and force. Cultural significance of red. In Western cultures, red is correlated with romance. It is a popular choice for Valentine's Day and other romantic occasions. Red roses are often given as a symbol of affection. In many cultures, red is equated with food and drink, with red fruits such as strawberries, cherries, raspberries, and often symbolizing sweetness and pleasure. In some African cultures, red is used in body art and tribal markings, representing effort and strength. Because red bears are associated with death in many parts of Africa, the Red Cross has changed its symbol to green and white in some parts of the continent. In Buddhism, red is one of the 5 colors which are said to have emanated from the Buddha when he attained enlightenment or nirvana. It is particularly associated with the benefits of the practice of Buddhism: achievement, wisdom, virtue, fortune, and dignity. It was also believed to have the force to resist evil. In the Shinto religion of Japan, the gateways of temples, called torii, are traditionally painted vermilion, red, and black. The torii symbolizes the passage from the profane world to a sacred place. Some of the bridges and gardens of Japanese temples are also painted in red. In Christian countries, it is the tone traditionally worn at Christmas by Santa Claus, because in the 4th century, the historic Saint Nicholas was the Greek Christian bishop of Myra, in modern-day Turkey, and bishops then dressed with this color. Red in psychology. Red is a tone that has significant psychological and emotional effects on people. It is a color that is often associated with pathos, love, excitement, and danger. One of the most significant psychological effects of red is that it increases arousal and stimulates the senses. Red is a hue that has a strong physical effect on the body. It increases heart rate and blood pressure, causing people to feel more alert and energized. This effect can be useful in situations where people need to be alert and focused, such as during exams or when driving long distances. Red is also a color that is associated with aggression and risk. When people see the red, they may feel a sense of insecurity or threat. This can cause them to become more cautious or defensive. In sports, for example, athletes may feel more fearless or competitive when they wear red uniforms. Additionally, some studies have suggested that exposure to the color red can lead to increased appetite and hunger, which may be why many fast food chains use the tone in their branding. In studies, people have shown a stronger attraction to others who are wearing red in clothing, maybe due to the fact that red is associated with sexuality and desire. People who wear red may be seen as more attractive and desirable than those who wear other colors. Red in technology. In digital technology, colors are often represented using the RGB model. This model uses 3 primary hues, red, green, and blue, to create all spectrum we see on digital displays. Here's how the color red is represented in the RGB model. Red is created by combining full intensity of red light and zero intensity of green and blue light. This is represented as 255, 0, and 0 in the RGB color space, where the first number, 255, represents the intensity of red, and the other 2 numbers, 0 and 0, represent the intensity of green and blue respectively. The RGB hues model is used in a wide range of digital applications, from computer graphics and video games to digital art and web design. By combining different amounts of red, green, and blue light, it is possible to create a vast array of colors and shades. In addition to the RGB model, there are other tone models used in digital technology, such as CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, used in printing and color spaces like HSL, hue saturation lightness, and HSV, hue saturation value, that are used in digital image editing. Variations of red. Scarlet is a bright and vibrant shade of red, often associated with avocation and excitement. It is created by adding a small amount of orange to red. Burgundy is a darker, richer shade of red. It is equated with luxury and sophistication. It is created by adding a small amount of purple to red. Crimson is a deep, intense shade of red. It is commonly related with strength. It is created by adding a small amount of blue to red. Cherry red is a bright, fruity shade of red, often associated with sweetness and playfulness. It is created by adding a small amount of pink to red. Maroon is a dark, earthy shade of red. It is correlated with stability and tradition. It is created by adding a small amount of brown to red. Rust is a warm, reddish-brown shade, often associated with nature and warmth. It is created by adding a small amount of yellow to red. Carmine is a bright, intense shade of red, many times utilized to evoke feelings of affection and love. It is created by adding a small amount of violet to red. These are just a few of the many variations of red that exist. The exact shade of red can vary depending on the amount of other colors added to it, the specific hues used, and the context in which it is used. In conclusion, red is a color that holds a special place in our culture and society. It is a color that can evoke strong emotions and convey important meanings and symbols. From its use in art, design, fashion, and advertising, to its significance in cultural practices and traditions, red has become a color that is recognizable and meaningful in many contexts. Whether it is used to symbolize kindness, power, warning, or passion, red remains a vibrant and dynamic color that continues to captivate us and inspire us in various ways. Its long and fascinating history, cultural significance, and timeless appeal make it a color that is sure to continue to hold a special place in our hearts and minds for years to come. In summary, red is an important primary color in the RGB color model, and it plays a crucial role in creating the colors we see on digital displays. Understanding the properties and representations of red and other colors in digital technology is essential for designers, artists, and anyone working with digital media. Overall, the effects of the color red can be complex and multifaceted, with both positive and negative connotations. It is important to consider the context in which the color is used and the cultural association it may have when interpreting its impact on humans.